Right there. Hey, everybody. How are you?
Great.
Good. Hello there, everybody on Zoom. Hey, so Instagram Reels. What is so important about Instagram Reels? Why should you be posting on Instagram Reels? Well, Instagram mostly likes video. They like video and like, yes, pictures too, but Instagram loves video under a minute. Keep your videos under a minute. Then you can also use that same video and throw it on YouTube Shorts, by the way. So you take that video, it can also go on TikTok, it can also go on Facebook, you can go on all of the channels if you keep your videos under a minute. Sound good? Well, for stories, sometimes it's only 15 seconds, sometimes it's only 30 seconds, but you can chop it up and post the entire thing to your stories, and that's fun too. So, okay, for Reels, why you should be posting on it, because that's where people who are on Instagram are hanging out. They're hanging out in Reels. So they're going through their timeline and they're watching people's Reels. If you don't grab them in less than half a second, they've already moved on. How many times have you been sitting there on Instagram and it doesn't catch your attention, so you keep moving on less than half a second later? That's what your customers are seeing too. That's what your customers are doing. So they're scrolling through Marie's Instagram. They don't see anything that catches their eye. Oh, okay. You know what? Marie is super boring and she doesn't, she's not the realtor for me, because you didn't grab their attention. You have half a second, really about a second, but let's keep it under half a second. Okay. So for example, you could talk about, you could do a video where you want to talk about cleaning out your air or taking out the air filters out of your house and replacing them, right? How boring is that? What kind of hook can you come up with that's talking about replacing the air filters?
Start the video. I'm happy to hear you. Keep going.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, this is a conversation. What kind of hook can you come up with that's talking about the pollen and cleaning out your air filters? What is pollen? Even take it down even further, go down to basic biology. What is pollen? It is plant seed. And it's everywhere. Okay. You can gross people out if you want to. They're like, hey, want to keep plants out of your house? Don't you think that would catch your attention? You're like, hold on, what did Marie just say? Okay. For example, one of the video, you want to stop the scroll. That's the point that I'm trying to get to, is stop the scroll. Stephen and Nano and I did a video probably back in like August, September or so. I think it was September, where we were sitting there in the podcast room and he turns to me and says, hey, Selena, do your curtains match your carpet? And I'm like, excuse me? Exactly. Exactly. Steve Danino asks me whenever we're in the podcast room, he goes, Selena, do your curtains match your carpet? I'm like, excuse me? So, the whole phrase, the curtains match the carpet type of thing. So that was the hook. He was talking about, hey, whenever you're leaving, your house and you're getting ready to sell the house, make sure that your carpet looks nice. Okay. And if you are leaving the curtains, make sure that they don't have any stains and aren't gross. Okay. So it's just one of those hook moments that it's like, hold on, what did Steve Danino just ask a woman on social media? What did he just say? Mike comes walking up to me after we posted it, probably like half an hour or so after we posted it. And Mike was like, Selena, tell me about this video that you and Steve posted. And I was like, oh no, here we go. Like, we're in trouble for this. And he was like, that was good. Do more of that. Because it got the attention. The entire point of doing this video was to say, hey, reminder, I'm in real estate. Help me, or call me if you want to buy or sell a house, which by the way, don't ever say. But the intent behind it was to just advertise, hey, I'm in real estate. I know what I'm talking about. That's all it was. But his hook was, Selena, do your curtains match your carpet? Excuse me, what did you just ask me? So you can do the exact same thing. You can take the most boring subject when it comes to making a real estate video. Pick the most boring subject, run it through your marketing team. Let's see if we can make it even funnier. Let's make it funny. Let's make it intriguing. Let's find that hook to get your audience's attention. Okay? That's your task. So if you have, just take a random video from your phone, email it to me and say, hey, Selena, how can we make this real estate related? Oh, that's what I love. I love doing that kind of stuff. Let's put our brains together. Let's come up with something. There you go. Okay, so you just gotta have the initiative to do it. Okay. I know you had a question that you were wanting to ask me.
I found out by changing my air filter video. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You say, hey, who painted my car yellow?
You can do that. Uh-huh.
Or something.
Or you could say what I told you to say. Because that's literally what it is. It's just all over everywhere.
I want to get magnets done.
That
Or-
says, how do I keep like
No,
falling
just,
off my car?
no, not that, just
Okay.
like my own magnet for like my business magnet.
Mhm.
So I want to talk to you about the logos, like the one you have on, you created for my Facebook cover.
Mhm.
I could use something like that with my face. I want to get your ideas, actually, about what was a good layout for it.
Okay, I've actually got a template that's very simple. Drag and drop your information, your tagline at the bottom, your picture, print it. It's here within a week.
Okay,
Mhm. Yep, so I've got one of those.
where do I find, where do I come by?
So right now, because we don't have the private appointments, just send me an email, say, hey, can you send me,
Sure.
send me what my magnet would look like. And then Nan can help you get it ordered. Okay, I've got the main one that everybody's been using right now. So we'll stick with that. If you want something different, then it'll take a little bit longer, but if you're happy with that, then we can just go with that one. If you look out in the parking lot, there's several others. I have those. You look like you have a question.
Yeah. I want to do an open house, something stuck in my eye. Can't get it done.
Is it your
Yeah.
finger?
Mhm.
Hmm?
Something stuck in my eye, but I don't know what it is.
It's not your finger? Because I saw you messing with it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
Trying to remove it.
Okay.
Anyways, open houses. I don't know if this is really a marketing question.
Open
Yes.
houses, the entire thing is marketing.
Yeah, I guess.
You've got to remember, I've got a real estate license as well.
Right,
okay.
so.
I've been in your shoes.
So I'm trying to get some stuff together to gear up for open houses and fairs.
Fairs?
Yeah, like state fair and
Yeah.
events.
Uh-huh.
Where is the best way to find some resources to get prepared?
In what sense? When it comes to like social media graphics or,
No, more like graphics for the event itself. Not
Okay.
necessarily-
designing like an 8.5
Yeah.
by 11 sheet? So we're within that company that we've aligned with, like Rob was showing you everything. So everything is going to be there in that platform. What the Maxis site that Rob was showing everybody this morning in the Connect Wednesday morning or Connect Wednesday meeting,
No,
that's going to have all kinds of flyers and graphics in there.
I don't even think I saw them. I guess my question is, what do I need first of all for something like that? And then I have some ideas that I would like to bring to life from these kind of stuff, just to get, people, I mean, people are not out there to get real estate information, they're out there to have fun. So kind of along the same line, but at the same time, provide something of value, maybe like a flyer that is an easy graphic for, this is the selling process, this is the buying process, but it's just very easy.
We're gonna have all of that.
You already have?
We're going to have
You're
all of
going
that.
to.
Yes, so those are some of the things that we're working on. Mhm.
Okay.
It's like the roadmap to home ownership.
Right,
Mhm.
okay.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Cool. So we don't have anything like that right now.
Correct.
There are events like that, so I can't really.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you draw it out,
Mm-hmm.
you say, hey, like put the road on it. It's like, these are the 4 things that you need to do to get ready for purchasing a home. Then I can work with that. If you tell me, hey, Selena, ground zero, can you create this for me? Well, what do you want? So the more information that you give me, the more I like it, the more I can help you.
Mhm.
So if you just tell me, hey, make an open house flyer for me. Okay, great. Here's a generic open house flyer for you. But if you tell me, no, I want a map, or I want a road going across the middle of it. And I want 4 boxes telling, saying the 4 different things that you need to, along the road to get to the keys of your home.
Mhm.
So if you give me that information, that we can make it so much better from there too.
Okay,
Mhm.
now if I need materials like the whole tent to be a little less generic than, having C21 slapped on it or whatever, I don't even care for my face to be remembered. Just, something fun, but that's in house. Can that be designed and ordered somewhere or?
Like a tent.
Yeah.
Because we've got like an easy up that says Century 21 on it, and we've got open house flags and a table and tablecloths. Is that
Okay.
what
Yeah,
you're
that'll
asking
be good
about?
too. That'll be good too. Where do I
Okay.
get
Talk to Christina at the help desk.
Christina?
Yep, and you can check some of that stuff out.
So how do I start with something like that? Like I need some, I need a tent,
Yeah, the Easy Up tent. Mhm.
easy, what? Easy up
The
tent.
Easy Up tent. Yeah,
Easy.
Easy Up is a brand. It's a brand of
Oh,
tents.
okay.
It's the normal white ones that you see all over the place, but
Mhm.
ours is black and it says Century 21 across the front of it.
Okay. And if I want something like customizable, retractable, is that also something that you can?
We've got like these. Is this what you're asking about?
Something like that.
Okay, we've got some of these that you can check out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, if you're wanting something branded to you specifically, like let's work on that project so it has your information and all of that on it. So that's a
Okay.
project that we can come up with. But we don't have anything in hand that we could slap your picture on and say, okay, go.
Okay. So I email you about the customizable retract.
Mhm.
Okay. That sounds good.
Mhm, mhm.
Let me see. Thanks. That sounds great. And then you don't have any idea for maybe outside of the roadmap idea for an event like a fair or food fair, whatever it is. Do you have any other like successful things that other people may have considered or something?
So it depends on the theme of the event itself.
Yeah, like food trucks.
Right, so like so I know in Kennesaw in the summer, they have the Big Shanty Festival, and then over here on Thursdays in Roswell, there's the Alive at 5, or live at 5, something like that. So it depends on the theme of the event that you're going to. We can play off of it and make it a blend between your real estate business and whatever that event is. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, kind of. But I
Okay.
just don't want it to be so customized that you can't use it at different events that come out to the.
Okay, so you're just looking for something that you can take to each event.
Mhm.
Okay, it doesn't matter if it's an open house, if it's, if you have a tent at a festival. So you're just looking for something generic for you. I actually emailed you, back a couple of weeks ago. It's like, hey, what information do you want on that flyer? Remember the 2-page flyer that, or the 1-page flyer that I was
Yeah.
making for you? It had like, had your picture on it and it had the background, and I need to know what you want me to put in those boxes.
Oh. Okay.
So even if it's just like a sentence, like, hey, something along these lines,
Mhm.
I can take that, I can make it into, what it needs to be, and then put it there on the graphic. But you're like, I don't know, talk about, um, you know, give the basics of who you are as a person.
That is so weird. I'm so sorry. No.
In this, or in the search box at the top, just type in my name and it should pop up.
Typed in here. The last thing I see is something in the workplace last year, because it's prior to that, it's just a neighborhood survey on March 27th.
Okay, it was definitely after the neighborhood survey.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go on and I'll resend it over to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, I had it all designed for you, and I was like, I don't know what she wants here, so I emailed you, and I was like,
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I didn't see. It's still, sorry.
hi,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
Question.
I have an answer.
Okay, their stories,
Uh-huh.
their reels, their feeds, their posts. I mean, what else is there? And what's the story of
Shares.
these? Their what?
Shares is another one.
Their shares.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I suppose there's like a set of rules that goes along with each of them, right? Like less than 30,
Yes, no.
60 seconds. What?
Mhm. If you want to keep it simple,
Yeah.
any video you do, less than 60 seconds, post it as a reel. Because it's automatically going to show up in your feed anyway.
Okay.
So if you just post it up as a reel, it's going to show up on your timeline, and it's also going to show up on your feed as well. So think
If
of
I
your
make a
timeline
post, just post it on the reels.
on which platform.
Yeah, I'm talking what you just said, like this would be Instagram or Facebook.
For Instagram, yeah. So for Instagram, if you post a video as a reel, it's going to show up on your timeline anyway. So think of it like this: that you create a reel, it's going to show up on your profile. And then it's also going to show up in the feed, which is where everybody sees it. So think of the feed as your big, giant neighborhood newspaper. Everybody sees it. If they just want to watch videos or just watch reels, they're going to go to that section of the newspaper, and that's where all the videos are going to be. But if they go to your timeline, this is your LinkedIn profile. Everything that you've posted is going to be on your profile.
Oh, wait, don't
Does
go
that
too
make sense?
far.
Okay.
Because when you said, so I created a story, I'm sorry, a video, it's less than 60 seconds, and I post it as a reel on Instagram. You're saying that means that it shows up in my profile on Instagram profile and all the other platforms as well? Just Instagram?
Just Instagram.
Okay, and then it also shows up as in my feed where all my other Instagram stuff lives.
So your feed is everybody's posts and reels and
Okay.
that's everybody. That's your neighborhood newspaper. That's like a forum, like everybody's posting on it. Then on your page specifically, that reel is going to show up in anything that you have posted.
Okay.
So the feed is for everybody.
Okay.
Your profile or your page is going to be just everything that you've posted. And Reels is a section of the feed,
Reels is the section.
but it also shows up on your profile. So long story short, just post it as a reel. No matter what, just post it as a reel.
Posted as a reel.
You don't have to worry about where it shows up. It's gonna show up everywhere.
How about stories?
Stories disappear in 24 hours.
Okay.
So I recommend post it as a reel. Then 2 or 3 days later, share that reel to your stories. Because it's gonna be in your reels anyway. But stories disappear in 24 hours. So share your reel to your stories
Share my reel to my story.
2 to 3 days after posting. Then on Instagram, whenever you have a video there that's posted in your stories, at the top, it'll say watch full reel. You click on that, takes them out of stories, which disappears in 24 hours. It takes them to your reel. So they're gonna be able to watch the entire video.
That's 60 seconds or less.
Yep.
Or less than 60 seconds. All right. So feed is where everything is.
Everything. Think of that as the ocean.
And the posts, is post a separate thing or?
Post is just a graphic. So it's a picture, it's your open house graphic.
Okay.
If you do a long form video, it'll show up as a regular video. Sometimes it'll go ahead and post to reels as well. So long form meaning more than a minute or a minute and a half. on Instagram.
Okay. All right, so those would be posts.
Posts are good for pictures and graphics and long form video.
And how popular, if you compare reels to posts, is one of them more effective or?
Reels.
People look for different, reels are better.
On Instagram, reels.
Yeah.
And with video and doing reels, people want to see who you are as a person, not just verbally what you're talking about, but the way your mannerisms are. They want to see the way that your eyes move, the way that your eyebrows move, the way that your mouth moves whenever you're talking to them on camera, because that's who you're going to be whenever you show up to the front door of a property after you've gotten them to sign the BBA and you're going and letting them into the front door of the house that they want to see. They want to know who you are as a person before they ever meet up.
Okay, and this is just Instagram. It's another set of.
It works the same way on Facebook.
It works the same on Facebook.
With Facebook, because they're not sisters, they're more like cousins, but they're under the same Meta umbrella.
Sure.
So Meta owns both of them. Facebook, you also have groups and you have pages. So a page is like for business pages. Your profile is your main account on Facebook that holds everything. So on your Facebook profile, you can have your pages, you can have multiple pages, you can have multiple groups that you're a part of, that is all from your personal profile.
Okay.
So your page is like your business page, your real estate page. Okay, in there, probably keep it 80% real estate related and 20% of your personal.
Okay.
In your personal profile, it flip-flops. But you're gonna get 4 times more engagement on a Facebook profile or on your Facebook personal profile than you are on a business page.
All right, how about LinkedIn?
LinkedIn.
What are the rules concerning LinkedIn?
Under what circumstance?
There are no stories on LinkedIn, there are no
Correct.
feeds on LinkedIn, you just post stuff on LinkedIn.
There are feeds and profiles.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
feeds and profiles on LinkedIn.
Feeds and profiles. All you need to worry about when it comes to any social media channel.
Okay.
Just post a 60-second video. If you make everything a 60-second video, you don't have to worry about anything else. It sounds like from what I've learned from you, you're a very highly analytical person. You like to see all the intricacies.
Too much,
of
I
everything.
think that's not a plus sometimes.
Right.
I get hung up on some things.
So don't get hung up on the analytics. Don't get hung up on, the strategies of just post. Just post it and we'll take that as an example and we'll build up from there. We'll build on. So go ahead and make your first handful of posts and we're going to make it better.
I mean, I have been, I just want to make sure, do I understand what's most effective? Because like the last time I was here, you were talking, okay, so this time of the morning, you went through like, kind of like.
And that's all the highly analytical stuff.
Yeah.
Simple thing, keep it simple. 60-second video, just post it.
60 seconds.
Start there.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. How do you eat an elephant?
Well, first you roast it.
One bite at a time.
Yeah.
All right, Marie, what you got?
Nothing, too much stuff.
Mhm.
So.
How do you eat an elephant?
No, I'm not good at eating elephant.
I'm not either.
I don't even get started at all, that's the problem. Oh my goodness, let me go sleep, then I will eat this elephant.
Well, we've got a coffee machine.
No, that probably not working.
No? Then jumping jacks.
Espresso.
Lunges.
None of that is working. I think it's reached the point where I need to go to bed. And come back to me. Seriously.
So do you think that the more than 60 seconds are, I mean, they're not as effective, but they won't be able to fit, they don't fit in the stories, they don't fit in the reels. So they're stuck on posts, right?
He seriously has a whole lot of notes over there.
I
man.
know.
Lord have mercy.
Okay.
And I thought I was analytical. Your first name evil.
Start with one.
Yeah.
I have a number of them out already. I'm just looking at, okay, am I doing it right? That's what where I'm at. Am I doing it right?
It's filming and never posting because then I get into analysis paralysis.
Mhm.
What's the right title? What's the right description? What's the right blah, 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 blah.
And just post it. Just post it.
That's why I thought.
If there's
I
something-
can take it back.
If I see it out in the feed, out in the wild, this is what I like to call it.
Yeah.
If I see it out in the wild and there's something seriously wrong with it, I will screenshot and send it to you. And I will sign the text message. Sincerely, your social media stalker. Okey doke. All right, so 10 reels a day and go.
Reels a day.
10 reels a day.
Seriously? That's not what you have on post?
Why not?
Wow. People be like, what are you
To
doing?
really make a sting on social media, you need to post 18 to 23 times a day.
3,000 pretty, I feel like I've done too much.
Per day.
Wow.
I remember those numbers.
Mhm.
I'm not there yet, so
I am not either.
I'm working on it.
You can do it.
God.
Don't you think people can just turn off your notification because you do too much?
Yes,
Oh my God.
and they're not your type of clients. Mhm.
Okay.
Remember, like Mike was talking about earlier
Which
on the first tee. What happens? All bets are made on the first tee.
what does that have to do with?
With social media and then I'm following you,
Yeah.
you weren't gonna make them a deal anyway. You weren't gonna have them buy a house anyway. So let them scurry along.
I mean, some people, they shouldn't even be on social media. I don't know why they so.
Oh,
busy.
no, keep them there. Keep them there.
I get rid of some people.
Really?
Yeah, because they like,
They're just there.
they're
They don't
inappropriate
comment.
people, I get rid of them.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, if I get inappropriate messages in my Facebook Messenger or they're
Yeah.
just being ridiculous, yeah, I'll take them off too. But for the most part,
Yeah.
if they're like, they say you've made it on social media whenever you get your first hater.
Oh, hater.
I got a lot of haters, but I don't have that haters. A lot of haters. Jeez.
But it's because they're following you.
Yeah, it's the one that do exactly what you go do.
So if they
But
say
then they
something
won't
negative,
comment.
if they comment something negative about you, the people who have your back are going to go on and comment onto that. They've got your back. Then that boosts your engagement because you're getting all of these comments and you're not doing a thing.
This is a look. Attention.
Right.
I just need some sales.
Right.
Buy a house, right? Right?
But you don't want to have sales breath either.
Huh?
You don't want to
Sales
have
breath?
sales breath, commission
Oh,
breath.
of course not.
Yeah.
That's why I keep my income options. I do not want to